It's been 48 hours. Now what? Professor Poutine here. Time for Mysteries Histories. Let's just tally up some of the damage over the last 48 hours. The supreme leader in Iran is dead. Several American military bases have been struck. Americans have lost 3 F-15s shot down by friendly fire. A British military base has been struck. Countless civilians have been killed. Countless countries have been attacked. American embassies in several countries have been attacked, and civilians have been killed by the Americans guarding those embassies. And the next phase of your master plan is a couple of things. Number one, the Iranians have threatened to close the Strait of Hormuz, through which 20% of the world's oil flows. If they do that, price of oil is going to skyrocket around the world. Industries will grind to a halt. It'll be a catastrophe. And the Americans cannot stop them from closing that. Iran controls that strait. Number two, the United States government has now made it very clear what their strategy is. Trump said it in a tweet. He said it in his press conference. Hegseth repeated it. They want regime change. Trump is calling on the Iranian people to rise up and take back their country. A couple things on that, Donald. Number one, the internet has been shut down in Iran since the very first explosions. So the Iranian people can't hear what you're saying. Number two, there is no effective organized resistance in Iran capable of taking down their own government. So if you want the regime to be changed, you're going to have to put American boots on the ground in order to do it. You cannot change a regime by bombing it from the air. Just ask the Germans how well that worked for them against the British in 1940 during the Blitz. The only thing that can overthrow that government is American boots on the ground. But the last several American land campaigns have not been terribly effective at making regime change. Vietnam, 15 years, you couldn't do it. Iraq, 8 years, you couldn't do it. Afghanistan, 20 years, you couldn't do it. And for context, Iran is 3 times the size of Iraq. Iran has mountains, whereas Iraq was flat. Iran has all 4 seasons, and they've got a much better army than Iraq or Afghanistan had. So this is not a good long-term strategy. And Pete Hegseth is not making things any easier when he says all of our allies clutching their pearls and wringing their hands. We're not going to have to abide by these, quote, stupid rules of war, end quote. Well, good for you, Pete, because that's exactly what the American soldiers are going to face. No rules of war if they put their boots in the ground, thanks to you. But again, what do you and Donald Trump care? You're not the ones that have to go and fight this. You're just writing checks and throwing bodies into the fray. The people who actually have to cash those checks, the bodies and blood that have to do it, are American soldiers, civilians in all those countries. And as of now, 150 schoolgirls that just wanted to be in school. Consider yourself updated.